Hello, my name is AJ. I'm your HYPOXiX coach for today, and we have level 2.1 push-up. Now, in the level 2, we are taking it to either a bench or a chair, preferably a pretty solid chair or bench so that your wrists aren't, breaking too much and you aren't sinking into your wrists. So you want that, you want that rigidity for that purpose. If you're working with a HYPOXiX coach and they've suggested some other breathography sets, reps for you based on your assessment, you of course want to follow that because that's there to optimize your program. Otherwise, this is a perfect starting place, so let us begin. Now, sometimes I demonstrate on a bench. Today, I don't have a bench in my studio, so I'm just demonstrating to you how you can use 2 stools. These are 18-inch stools to perform this. You can start higher up. Remember, the lower you get to the ground, the more advanced it is. Level 1, we start on the wall, and now we're taking it down a level. I'm 18 inches down, which is on the lower side, but you can start a bit higher for this one. So let's begin. Hands are screwing into the bench externally, so if the bench were slippery, they would turn out just like this, just like we did in the wall push-up. That's tying you in, engaging your shoulder rotator cuff. The feet are hip width apart. The weight is mostly on the second toe, so focus on that. The glutes are squeezed the whole time, and your eyes are closed. The head is pushing back into imaginary hands behind your head. You can give yourself a double chin the whole time as you go through this exercise. A common mistake in the push-up is that the head juts down, and it causes excessive tension on the neck and doesn't optimize the push-up. Now, when you bend the arms, the elbows are pointing at a 45-degree angle. They're not here for today. That's another version, the tricep push-up. And then you are also letting the shoulder blades pull all the way together when you bend your arms, and then you're letting them push apart when you straighten your arms. It's also a key fundamental principle of performing a push-up correctly, okay? So here, I know it's a lot of elements to think about. The eyes closed, the double chin, screwing the hands, shoulder blades together, pushing apart, glutes are squeezed, weight on the second toe, feet are hip width apart. It's a lot of layers to think about, but all of these layers are gonna optimize your push-up. Over time, you'll add another layer every single time you perform the exercise. I want you to begin by staying connected to your breathography breath cycles. Your engaged exhale is loosening your ab ribbon, which is helping to prevent overwork in the low back and stabilizing your low back in the push-up. So I'm very passionate about teaching this engaged exhale and engaged inhale in the push-up, and then pausing the movement on the engaged inhale, tightening your ribbon on the inhale, but staying engaged in the abs, and then going right back into your engaged exhale. All of those other layers that are there to optimize the exercise, you'll add on as you become more skilled at this exercise. Now, another important note, if you have sensitive wrists, over time, if you press the tops of the hands, your fingertips down into the bench or the ground, that's gonna help to engage muscles that hopefully over time will increase the stability and the mobility of the wrist joint. If it's a structural issue and you have a lot of pain there, you have the option of being on your knuckles, either holding weights, being on one of those little push-up, rotatey plates. I don't know what they're called, so sorry. Or just simply being on your fist, but you want to have something soft under your fist, of course, like an Eric's pad or washcloths or something like that. But you would still screw the knuckles into the bench like this. So if the bench were slippery, they'd turn out like that. So that's key. So let's give it a practice round. I'm going to be on my hands today. So hands, fingertips, tops of fingers pressing into the ground, hip width apart, squeeze the glutes. Second toe, head is back, eyes are closed, shoulder blades are all the way apart. To begin, let's take it from our zip up, inhale. Hiss, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 1. Inhale 2. Loosen your ribbon. Squeeze your glutes. Inhale. Tighten the ribbon. Head back. Screw the hands. Loosen the ribbon. Inhale. Inhale. Screw the hands. Squeeze the glutes. Loosen the ribbon. Inhale, inhale. Push it away. That feels great. So much in the abs. In the push-up, you should feel your abs that much in a push-up, and you will feel them every single time by integrating that engaged exhale and that engaged inhale every single set.